Yeah, there's no way to go in queue. Well, Kelly. Oh,
Okay, Sue, we're about to come into a minute.
okay. Kelly.
Yes.
So this is what we're going to do. Every single time I take a break, I'm going to say how long it needs to be.
Okay, the
And we're just
song
not going to be able to
has,
talk in
let's see,
between,
10
okay?
seconds left, and then weatherology is 30 seconds.
Okay. Every time I take a break, I'm going to say how long it needs to be.
Okay, we're at 30.
Okay. And then, but you're only going to be allowed to talk when there's 5 seconds left to count me back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that's good to know. 20. Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No, you're good.
10. I'm going to leave this open. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open.
Stays on his feet, putting on 6.
It's
Can you hear
time
that?
for Dodger football on your home of all things Dodgers. 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now on to the pregame show. Here's Hank Ambrose.
Yes, welcome to the Dodger pregame show. I am Hank Ambrose for the final regular season away game of the season for the Fort Dodge Dodger football team. And wow, they saved the longest road trip for the last of the year, about a 2-hour drive to Sioux City West, playing at Morningside Field, the 2018, 2019, and 2021 NAIA National Champions. The home field of the Mustangs. Yes, that's exactly where the Fort Dodge Dodgers will be playing on today in a wonderful matchup. Can't wait to get into it. Before we start the broadcast, how about we give thanks to those that have been with us all season long. A big thank you to Flooring America Design Center, Party Productions, Loffers Weilers, Archibald Electric, Adventure Staffing, Plum Supply, Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, the Iowa Outdoor Store, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, TKG Holdings, and Bemrick Electric and Telephone. A big thank you for sponsoring the broadcast, not just tonight, but all season long. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for the broadcast for the rest of this one. I kind of want to begin talking about what's going around the state, if you don't mind, and the Class 4A rankings. And by the way, a happy Friday the 13th to all that believe in possibly some bad things happening to them. I hope you've had a good Friday. And if not, then you are in for a great match to hopefully better your mood. Anyway, Class 4A rankings, number 1 in the state goes to ADM, who has a 6-1 record. Number 2 goes to Western Dubuque, who has a 6-1 record as well. Number 3 is Lewis Central at 5-2. Bondurant is 4th in the state, 6-1. At number 5 is North Polk, 5-2. Number 6 is Glenwood, 5-2. Number 7 is Norwalk, 5-2. Number 8 is Gilbert, who is 6-1. Decorah is at 9 at 5-2. And number 10 is Cedar Rapids Xavier, who is also 5-2 on the season. Those are the top 10 rankings from across the state of Iowa. How about we talk some scouting when looking at the Sioux City West Wolverines? They've had a tough season so far. Got to be honest with you. This is a game that the Dodgers should come out in with the victory, and hopefully by plentiful in the amount. Will the weather play a factor in today's game? Really no rain in here. On the way over on Highway 20, it was raining cats and dogs, but no rain really. Again, Sioux City West on the season overall 0-7. They're searching for their first victory on the season. Their season has gone as followed. Opened up against Council Bluffs Lincoln 13-28. Then they lost to South Sioux City 14-46. Then Sergeant Bluff Lytton 14-48, Bishop Heelan 7-49, Storm Lake 19-28, Lamar's 56-7, Spencer 69-6, and now they play the Fort Dodge Dodgers tonight. They don't have any players in the top 5 in any statistical categories to this point in the season. Let's move forward, taking a look at some of the stats they possess heading into the matchup. Their starting quarterback is the number 7, Sincere Douglas, a junior who's 42 of 109 in completions and attempts on the season. That's a 38.5 passing completion percentage. Really poor passing completion percentage. But, just a junior, possibly will have one more run his senior year to lighten things up. He has 668 throwing yards on the year, good for about 16 yards per catch, 4 passing touchdowns, and has thrown 6 interceptions. Leading the way rushing with 65 carries, Shamar Harrell, a senior tailback, 461 yards. That's good for 7.1 yards per carry and 4 rushing touchdown. His longest has just gone for 47 yards. Second on the team in attempts and yards would go to Jason Joseph, the number 2, who has 45 carries on the season, 216 rushing yards, 4.8 yards per carry, 2 rushing touchdowns. His longest has gone for 65, which is the largest amount on the team. And their starting quarterback, Sincere Douglas, is at the 3rd place mark, 27 carries on the season, 123 rushing yards, good for 4.6 yards per carry, and 1 rushing touchdown. His longest has been 42. Receiving wise, leading the team, Araf Pinedo, 10 receptions, the only Wolverine that has 10 receptions on the season, 98 receiving yards, no receiving touchdowns. Tavian Manning leads them in overall yards, 9 receptions, 217 yards. He's a speedster with 2 receiving touchdowns. That does lead the team. Also up there in yards, Travis Davis, 4 receptions to 136 yards, and Abraham Gonzalez, 3 receptions, 119 yards. Sioux City West, Wolverines, not very impressive on offense, but I think the biggest thing they have going for them, not just for the offense, but defense, is they have nothing to lose. I mean, they're 0-7 on the season. They're in rebuild mode. They can throw out the trick plays. They can play smash mouth football because their season is going to be over after next Friday night. So, again, they have nothing to lose, which makes teams a little more deadly. If you checked out the Iowa Central football game from this past week, you saw in that matchup a team that was not very good and almost beat the third-ranked Iowa Central Triton football team after they started off the season 0-6. So again, those teams that don't have any wins on the season tend to be quite dangerous. Looking at the defense, Jackson DeBont leads the way in overall tackles with 50.5 on the season. Alonzo Cota has 42.5, and Chris Lugo has 40.5 as well. Pretty solid defensive numbers. The team total in sacks, only 8.5 sacks on the season. That's another pretty poor statistic. Got to find a way to tally that up. Another thing I think is very interesting, 340 out of 373 tackles on the team have been solo tackles. This is a team that is not used a lot of teamwork on defense, or maybe they just haven't needed to. Maybe a lot of hard hitting. The tape will tell later on in the contest. Haven't got there yet. Also, this is a team that has only forced 3 turnovers on the season. Forcing turnovers is huge. They've only forced 2 fumbles on the season and have only caught 1 interception on the season as well. If you just joined us, you're tuned into the Dodger pregame show. I'm Hank Ambrose with you along for the ride. Again, we are at Morningside Field in a wonderful concrete stadium. This is a really, really cool stadium, unlike any other stadium that I've seen in my 3 years I've been with the Fort Dodge Dodger football team. Looking at the punting numbers, averaging 36 yards per punt. They've used 2 punters on the season. Each of them have 18 punts heading into the matchup between Abraham Gonzalez and Aiden Ferreira. Gonzalez averaging 42 yards per punt. Ferreira averaging only 31 yards per punt. You can see a huge increase when switching up the punters. on the season. That's your scouting report for the Sioux City West Wolverines. Let's move over to the Fort Dodge Dodgers while we still have some time. Fort Dodge Dodgers heading in to this one with their starting quarterback, Royce Peterson, 27 of 56 with completion to attempts ratio. That's good for 48.2 completion percentage, something that Royce would definitely like to improve heading into tonight. 421 passing yards, 5 passing touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. You have to remind yourself, though, Royce Peterson wasn't the starting quarterback all season long. He took that job over Jace Nickvinda, who will not be with the Dodgers tonight. Royce Peterson, this will be his third game overall starting, and I'm excited to see what he can do under center. Rushing-wise, Drayshawn Ross, who we missed out on last week, he has 109 carries, which still leads the team, 610 rushing yards, and 7 rushing touchdowns. Also a star linebacker. We'll get to defense in just a little bit. Jamarius Gibbs-Green is second on the team in carries, 55 with 419 rushing yards. Good for 7.6 yards per carry, which tops everyone else on the team. Also has 5 rushing touchdowns. His first varsity rushing touchdown, by the way, came against Storm Lake. Not last week, but the week beforehand in the most recent win the Dodgers had. And then third on the team in rushes, Noah Daniel with 21 carries, 97 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Was not used as really on offense much, though, last week. I am wondering if that will stay the same for this week. Receiving-wise, leading the way in receptions, Tytrell Mosley with 22 on the season, 129 receiving yards. Still waiting for that first receiving touchdown. Next in receptions, it's a tie between Ty Adams and Grant Williams. Ty has 224 receiving yards on the season. Grant Williams has 140. Each of them have 2 receiving touchdowns. And then Cal Hartman is in the 4th slot, who is used primarily as the power back, the H-back, as well as a tight end. 7 receptions, 176 receiving yards. Also has 2 receiving touchdowns on the season. In defense, Drayshawn Ross, 55.5 total tackles on the season. 49 of them are solo. That's good for 3rd in the state. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, he did not play last week. Those are incredible, incredible numbers for the sophomore. What a star athlete he is, not just in football, but also in wrestling. We're very lucky to have him. Some other highlights on this defense when it comes to the numbers: second on the team in total tackles, Jesse Egley, another sophomore with 44 on the season. 37 of those are solo. Cal Hartman has 40 on the season as well. Drew Moritz has 46.5. Isaiah Caldwell has 36. Noah Daniel has 38. Jonathan Brown has 20.5. Zeke Pineda has 19, and Malachi Pettigrew has 18. This defense has 11 sacks as a team on the season, but it feels a lot higher because they do such a great job at pressuring the quarterback. They just don't execute getting the job done. They've done much better in the past 2 weeks with these slower quarterbacks. With a slower quarterback tonight, I expect those numbers to go up as well. The Dodgers as a team, they have forced 17 turnovers. 10 of those are fumbles. 7 of those are interceptions. That's 17 forced turnovers on the Dodgers side compared to just 3 over on the Wolverines side of Sioux City West. That's incredible. Punting wise, we'll have Grant Williams back. He's averaging 37 yards per punt, has 20 punts on the season. If he goes down for whatever reason, we'll have Tytrell Mosley fill in for him, who has punted just once on the season, went for 37 yards. So a quality backup, I will say. Dodgers have not gone for it a whole lot this season. They've just had 8 two-point conversion attempts and converted on half of those. Good for 4. What do you say? I think that's going to close a Dodger pregame show. I'll have some more stats on the way all around the state looking at the 4A class. For now, we'll throw it to a break, and we will return in about 2 minutes. You stay right here, 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, I've got you out.
All right.
And you said just the countdown, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I guess just be wary because there are people that can still hear us. If you see the eye in the top left corner of your screen, 2 people are watching from YouTube. So, hey, people from YouTube,
okay.
we appreciate
Gotcha.
you.
We'll do the countdown.
This is what me and Kelly do in our break, and it's actually the national anthem. So let's just keep on rolling. Let's just keep on rolling for like a 4-minute break. I'm going to stand and get ready here. I'll have the headset off.
Okay, sounds good.
Actually, Kelly, I'd be ready to go on as soon as you can because Dodgers are not on the field just yet. I thought it was time for the anthem, but it's not.
Okay, give me 30 seconds.
Okay.
I'm going to leave my mic on.
Okay. And how's the audio sounding? Is there any cuts or lag?
10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You've been listening to the Dodger pregame show. Kickoff is moments away. And now back to the call, Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. We are at Sioux City West High, Morningside Field in a wonderful stadium. This is a beauty of a stadium. It really, really is. Big fan of the way they constructed this place. A good crowd as well on the Sioux City West side and the Fort Dodge Dodgers side. The Dodgers took the field. They'll be wearing the all-white uniforms tonight with the black chrome helmets. Sioux City West will be in the black tops, green bottoms, and the white helmets. Going to be a great matchup tonight. Sioux City West still looking for their first win on the season. The Fort Dodge Dodgers currently sitting with a 3-4 record, wanting to sneak into playoffs. Never say never, never say die, like the wonderful Mike Leach said. Each team just took the field. We'll take a break for the national anthem and be right back in just a little bit. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, you're out.
This anthem. I'd be ready to return.
Okay, I will have you on in about 10. I'll leave my mic on. 5, 4,
All right.
3, 2, 1. rejoin.
You've been listening to the Dodger pregame show. Kickoff is moments away. And now back to the call, Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, your FortDodge.com. And a big matchup tonight. Dodgers, who are 3-4 on the season, are taking on the Sioux City West Wolverines, who are 0-7. Dodgers never say die. Words from the legendary head football coach from Mississippi State, Washington State, really so many different places. Was also an offensive coordinator, Mike Leach, who is known as the Pirate, one of my favorite coaches of all time and personalities in the world of football. We lost him just about 2 years ago now. And well, his statements, his philosophies of the game, especially offense, will live on forever. And we see a handful of that in the Dodger offense, definitely on this season. And I'm excited to see what that could entail tonight. Again, we are in Sioux City West at Morningside Stadium. Very large concrete solid base. And what I really like about this stadium is that it's built into a divot almost. It's like it's in a pit. It reminds me a lot of Algona's football stadium in track and field, how it's down low with hills surrounding the whole entire place. Really, really cool. And I also like it because when there are cars driving by, since there are slopes and there's like a hill, none of the lights will be crossing over the players, hitting them directly in the eyes, which is something that some football fields run into the issue of. Anyway, I'm Hank Ambrose with you for Dodger football tonight. A big thank you to our sponsors, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Loffers Weilers, Archibald Electric, Adventure Staffing, Plum Supply, Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, the Iowa Outdoor Store, Jane Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, Community Health Center, TKG Holdings, and Bemrick Electric and Telephone. And it was Sioux City West who won the toss. They will receive in the second half, lining up to kick off. The ball just got placed on the 40-yard line. The Dodgers in the all-white uniforms line up to return the kick. Back to return, Tytrell Mosley and Jamarius Gibbs Green. Let's do this thing. Friday Night Lights. It's exciting. Finally, so good to be back. I love Fridays, especially Friday the 13th. And the kick, is squibbed all the way down to the 20-yard line, picked up by Egley. Egley going to get to the 25, where he'll be tackled. 1st and 10, Fort Dodge Dodgers. They will be moving with the football from left to right on your radio dial. Dodgers starting out on offense. And here we go. Marching on to the field, Royce Peterson, Tytrell Mosley. I see Grant Williams. See Ty Adams. Drayshawn Ross returns. He was out last week. It's so good to have him back. Also see Cal Hartman on the field at power back. Here comes the pistol running hard to the 30-yard line. First play, a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5. Dodgers with a solid start to the game tonight. And, of course, the very first football game on the season, and possibly the only football game on the season, starts with very dark skies, very dark blue skies. Every other football game that I've got a call for the Dodgers this season, or I guess every other game that the Dodgers have got to start on in the season, it's still been light outside. The sun still has been shining, but not now. It's Friday the 13th, and the spook is playing a factor tonight. 1st and 10 Dodgers after a big run outside, had them crashing for a gain of 10 yards. Ross took it outside from a stretch. They'll hand off to him for a 3rd time in a row. He'll get to the line of scrimmage and fall forward for a gain of 2 as they just switch the field going right. 2nd down and 8. Ball going to be on the 42-yard line. Dodgers on offense, roaming from left to right according to your radio dial. Sioux City West just one deep safety. They are playing zone right now in a 3-4 look. Handoff outside, jet sweep for Tytrell Mosley. Breaks the plane and gets to a gain of maybe 2. This will be a 3rd and 6, it looks like. Waiting on the spot. And yes, a 3rd down and 6, ball on the 44-yard line. And as well as the white uniforms on the Dodgers side, the black and green on the Sioux City West side. It's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and even the high school kids are getting involved, wearing some pink on each side, whether it's their cleats, gloves, or any other accessories. I love all the support everyone puts together in supporting breast cancer awareness. Here we go with a 3rd down and 6. Handoff up the middle. Drayshawn Ross moves forward and gets to awfully close to a 1st down. Looks like he's inches away, and he is. 4th down and inches. And that was one of those instances where I wanted to call 1st down, but no, just short. Knee was placed down. Dodgers hurry up on offense. They're going for it in the pistol. Doubles left. Power back in the set. Handoff to Noah Daniel. Using power. Drill him forward. And should be a 1st down. And it is. Moving the chains for the 2nd time tonight. Dodgers have 2 1st downs already. And there are 9.5 minutes remaining. We just began the 1st quarter. It's the very first drive of the game. Dodgers have the ball as they just made their way across the 50 on the Sioux City West 49-yard line. 49 yards to go to get the first score. Noah Daniel takes a handoff, bounces it outside after he slashed it in. And he's going to have a gain of, it looks like 6, maybe 7. Noah Daniel, who didn't have any carries last week, has 2 already. It looks like he was subbed in and replaced for Drayshawn Ross. So far, the Dodger offensive scheme has been power run with the football. Run, run, run. There's not been a single pass tonight. It's not raining outside, so I don't think that passing will have any disadvantage tonight, but possibly if it ends up getting wet from later on. It was a little bit wet when I was walking around. I wasn't on the field, of course, but just on the floor and the seats and the bleachers walking around, it was a little wet out. Here we go. And a handoff, going to be a gain of 1. So here comes a 3rd down and 4. Ball on the 44-yard line. In the Cadillac set, power back is also in the set inside zone. And a handoff. Jamarius Gibbs-Green breaks 1 tackle and gets a 1st down past the line to gain. That was his first handoff of the game. And he already has a 1st down for the Fort Dodge Dodgers, picking up the 3rd this drive. Dodgers doing a great job, not just moving the football, but clock management already have milked 4 minutes off the clock. Under 8 minutes to go. Back to the Cadillac now. They're looking for power right. Noah Daniel gets a handoff. He fumbles it, but picks it up and changes direction. Impromptu play has a gain of 12 yards. Holy macaroni, Noah Daniel. In a play that looked like was going to end in disaster, ended up working out for the Fort Dodge Dodgers. Again, it's about power running so far tonight, and the Dodgers have excelled at it. And now it looks like an injury timeout. There is an injury timeout on the field, and it's called for Sioux City West. Their defensive tackle is down. Alamorion Chinette is down. It looked like from what I saw, he dove for the football after it was a fumble, and it was a non-contact football injury, and those are just as scary as those contact ones. And when you're down after you don't really run into anyone, it could not be good. We're going to stay right here to make sure all is okay with Chinette. While I got you here, big thank you to the sponsors of the broadcast as we're about halfway through the first quarter, 0-0. Dodgers start with the ball, first drive of the game, still midway through it. Anyway, yes, big thank you to our sponsors, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Loffers Weilers, Archibald Electric, Adventure Staffing, Plum Supply, Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, the Iowa Outdoor Store, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, Community Health Center, TKG Holdings, and Bemrick Electric and Telephone. Back to the broadcast, 1st and 10 to the 20-yard line. Dodgers set up in the red zone. We've seen 4 first downs this drive alone. Dodgers showing doubles on the weak side and a lone receiver right and Grant Williams. Hand off. No, play action. Royce Peterson dumps it to the flats where Cal Hartman was in as an H-back. He foiled out to the right, was left open, but ended up dropping it with both hands. And I think that was a simple drop. Usually when you see a drop when it's open like that, you want to say that the intended receiver tried to run with the ball before catching it. That time alone, it looked like he just dropped it because he didn't get his feet forward. Inside zone, Drayshawn Ross cuts it outside. Here's a gain to the 13, maybe 12-yard line. Gain of 7, maybe 8 yards, depending where they spot him. And it'll be a gain of 7. Boy, every time Drayshawn has touched the ball, besides one time, it's gone over 5 yards. 3rd down and 3. Here we go. 3rd down and 3. Inside handoff. Daniel has running room. Oh, and he ran into the sole defender that was there to tackle him inside the 5-yard line. Well, not a touchdown, but the Dodgers will take that. 1st down and goal. Ball's on the 5-yard line. Under 7 minutes to go. Dodgers have milked 5 minutes off the clock. We're still roaming here. This is the very first drive of the game after the Dodgers received it. Again, if you just joined us, this is a Dodger football. I'm Hank Ambrose on call, not just tonight, but all season long. Inside handoff from the Cadillac. And touchdown. 5-yard rushing touchdown for Drayshawn Ross. Welcome back to the Dodger football squad. Boy, did this offense miss him. Excited to see how he'll do on defense. Dodgers lining up in their Dodger formation. They do have Parker Shilstrom on the field to kick it if needed. Let's see if they go for it or end up taking the 2. And they are going for the 2-point conversion. Tytro Mosley throws it, but it's short. And 6-0 is the score on the failed 2-point try. We'll take a 1-minute break and return right after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, got you out for 1 minute.
All right, thank you. Did you by chance, it's okay if you did you by chance exit out of the solo layout on the camera?
I don't think so.
Okay. I wonder, it probably did it on its own. How's my audio been?
It's actually been really good. I always get nervous when you run video 30, but it's been really good tonight.
Great.
20, I'm going to leave it on. Ten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers. 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. We just saw the first score of the game. Dodgers got in for 6 after a 5.5-minute drive. The very first drive of the game, over 5 first downs the Dodgers had after starting on the 25-yard line, resulted into a 5-yard rushing touchdown from Drayshawn Ross. It was a beauty of a drive, probably the best opening drive the Dodgers have had all season long. And there goes the kickoff, and muffed, but jumped right back on it. This has been a pass-heavy team, and they come out in the pistol with doubles on each side. They begin, muffing the snap, and the quarterback goes down right away. That's Sincere Douglas, who will essentially take the sack. 3 Dodgers were around him. Now, who were those Dodgers around him? Oh, wow. So it was Isaiah Caldwell and 2 linebackers. One of them was Cal Hartman. The other one, who was the other one? That was Jesse Egley, the other one. Wow, they'll all queue up for a sack. Loss of 7 yards, makes it 2nd and 17 from the gun, inside zone. Trying to counter it outside, nothing there. And he'll be tackled in the backfield, tackle for loss. It's been only negative yards for Sioux City West. The Dodgers had only 2 plays in their opening drive. that resulted in a gain of nothing. One of them, Drayshawn Ross, was stopped at the line of scrimmage. The other one, Cal Hartman dropped a pass. Dodgers didn't pass the ball only once in their opening drive, by the way. Another loss of 2 yards makes for a 3rd down and 20. Oh, no, lost 4 yards. 3rd down and 21. And there goes a dead ball foul. Neutral zone goes against the defense, so they'll give the Wolverines 5 yards to move forward. Will it play out in their favor? 3rd down and 16 from the gun. Doubles are connected to the hip of each offensive tackle. Power wing set, and they will hand off. Running outside is Shamar Harrell. He will get back to the original line of scrimmage, but then he'll be pushed back. Oh my gosh. All bullies out there on the field for the Fort Dodge Dodgers. That was a heave-ho shoving them back. They will actually spot him even a yard after the original line of scrimmage. So they'll give him a gain of 7 yards. Not enough from the 3rd and 16. We'll make it 4th and 9. Ball is on the 28-yard line on the Sioux City west side. And unless they fake it here, you can count it down as a 3 and out if you're keeping track of your stats at home. And the snap is back for the punter, and he will punt it on, wow, not a lot of air to it, but a lot of power. Is going to dribble, roll, and spin. Still going. What a bounce. All the way to the 18, 17. It's still going. 17-yard line. Oh, my gosh. That was some great spin on the ball. Originally bounced at about the 33-yard line. Then bounced another about 16 yards. Dodgers set up 1st and 10 on their own 17-yard line. 4 minutes, 5 seconds remain in the first quarter. Dodgers have dominated thus far throughout the broadcast. Let's see how they can do from here. Again, it's the Dodgers, who are 3 and 4 in the season, taking on the defeated 0-7 Sioux City West Wolverines. Dodgers take the field with Drayshawn Ross in at tailback, Royce Peterson at quarterback. In the pistol, doubles right, lone receiver left with Cal Hartman in an H-back, and he'll take it. Royce Peterson dives forward, gets to the 20-yard line, gain of 3. Here comes a 2nd down and 7. And that was a designed pass. Rolling out to his left. Keep in mind, Royce Peterson is a lefty quarterback, so that works in his favor. And the Dodgers will bring out Noah Daniel to fill in for Drayshawn Ross. Drayshawn's had some really nice runs so far this game. And Noah Daniel. Noah Daniel gets the carry here. Bounces it outside, and he should have enough for a 1st down unless he just stepped out of bounds before the line to gain. Let's look down and see at the official. And yes, moves the chains again. Gain of 8 yards. 1st down and 10. Dodgers get to their own 27-yard line. Back to the pistol, and another new running back. Here comes Jamar. It's Gibbs Green who gets the handoff. He plows forward, taking it right up the gut from the pistol, and has another gain of 5 yards. All of these backs have been so impressive. They're all trying to prove why they should be running back number 1 on the team. And they'll switch out again. Noah Daniel will take the field. And I do wonder if Drayshawn will get some limited snaps tonight after he didn't play last week. That seems like that's been the case so far. Noah Daniel powers forward. Another gain of 5+ yards and another 1st down for the Fort Dodge Dodgers. 2 minutes, 52 seconds remain. And the clock is winding down. Again, kickoff started at about 7:05. 7:21 right now, and only 2.5 minutes remain in the first quarter. This game is going by quick, lightning quick. And again, the rush gonna get to nearly the 50-yard line. Looks like he got to the 47-yard line, so that'll be good for a gain of 5 again from Noah Daniel. Took it straight up the gut again. And Sioux City West will call a timeout. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remain. Dodgers lead 6-0. We'll take a break and return in 30 seconds right after this.
Okay, got you out.
All right.
Oh, rats. This is the 1 minute commercial. I forgot about that.
Okay, that's okay.
$30. $20. I'm going to leave my mic on. $10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers. 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com, coming out of the Wolverines' last called timeout. And the Dodgers run it with Noah Daniel from the inside zone out of the gun, standing on the right side of Royce Peterson. He'll have a gain of just about 1 this time. Here comes a 3rd and short scenario. Dodgers lead 6-0, under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Dodgers dominating so far in this one. Here is a 3rd down and 3 on the 49-yard line. Cadillac set, and all 3 defensive linemen jumped on the Sioux City West side. Right? Or is it against the Dodgers? Let's see. No, it's against the Wolverines. 3-4 look on defense, and all 3 defensive linemen jumped. Royce Peterson got him with the smack talk and the hard count. Great stuff. 1st down and 10 for the Dodgers, and they didn't need to even call a play to get there from the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 to the 46-yard line on the Wolverine side. Here's a man in motion. Hold up. Dead ball. Is it a false start? Looks like. False start against the offense. Now, they didn't specify what number it was, and I didn't see it, to be honest with you. I believe it must have been on the far side of me, possibly on the weak side of field. Anyway, here comes a 1st and 15. They're running the same play. It looks like a jet sweep. Oh, another flag. Looks like a false start on the other side of the field. Yep. Oh, it's a legal procedure is what they're calling against the offense. You got to get off the line of scrimmage. If you're in a receiver there, now they'll swap fields to the other side. Just flipping the play and running it out. Tyrell Mosley trying to find blocks. No one's there from the 1st and 20. And he'll make some room. And looks like he'll have a gain of 5. Gaining back one of the penalties that they lost, at least. Here comes a 2nd down and 15 from the 47-yard line. And don't forget, if you have any family members or friends that are out of the listening area, you can tell them to log on to yourfortdodge.com. The top right corner of your screen, if you hit the play button and go to 92 Rock, you can listen to Dodger football any time, any place, anywhere you'd like, as long as you have connection to the internet on yourfortdodge.com. Inside zone again. We'll get to a gain of 3 yards. Here comes a 3rd down and 12. The ball is on the 48-yard line on the Sioux City West side. Dodgers have the ball. 45 seconds remain in the first quarter. 20 seconds are on the play clock. In the gun, doubles on each side. They're spread out on each side. And dead ball violation again. This is going to be against the Dodgers again. A legal procedure again against the Dodgers. Within the last 5 plays, there have been 3 illegal procedures. So moving them back, it'll be a 3rd down and 18. Goodness. Third down and 18 from the pistol. Doubles left. Cal Hartman in as a fullback, and they use a stretch to work it out with Noah Daniel. He'll cross the 50 and almost got to the original line of scrimmage, but no. 4th and 12. And that should be the final play of the first quarter. And it is. So we'll begin the second quarter with a 4th and 12 scenario for the Dodgers after they just got to the Wolverine 48-yard line. We'll take a break and resume the call in 1 minute. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, got you out for 1 minute.
Awesome. All right. Again, you can't. So
Yes.
no.
30. 20. I'm going to leave my mic on. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers. 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the second quarter. Once again, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. Just got through the first quarter. It's 6-0. Dodgers lead by 1 touchdown on their second drive of the game. 4th and 12 scenario on the 48-yard line, and the Dodgers will punt to begin the second quarter. Grant Williams powers it to the 13-yard line. Here comes the return. Coming in hot is Shamar Harrell. Harrell works his way outside. Flags are thrown towards the Dodgers sideline at the 25-yard line. Would be good for a 12-yard return from the punt. Waiting on the call on what this is. If I were to guess, it would be block in the back. Oh, but by the reaction of Coach Mosier, I saw it is a late hit against the punting team. It's against the Dodgers. I was thinking block in the back, but no. Sioux City West going to add some yards. So if you want to add yards to that, that's going to be good for technically a 20, make that a 32-yard return, somewhere around that range, because now it's 1st and 10. Wolverines are on their own 43-yard line. They're in the black top, screen bottoms. Dodgers in the all-white uniforms on the road tonight. In Sioux City West, 2-hour drive. Dodgers won a victory to go 500. They're 3-4 in the season. Sioux City West is 0-7, blasting through the B gap. There goes Isaiah Caldwell. Right behind him was Drayshawn Ross setting the lane. And another tackle for loss, the third of the night. Makes it 2nd down and 14. Ball is now on the 38-yard line. Back to the pistol. Trips left, lone receiver right. And inside zone, again, a tackle for loss. Swallowed him up that time. Believe it was Pettigrew. Let me check the sheets one more time. Whoever it was, that was a manly tackle, that's for sure. That's Jonathan Brown, correction. And a loss of another 2 yards for the Wolverines on offense. Comes a 3rd down and 16 in the gun. Trips left. Lone receiver spread to the right. Rolling left. Firing. Deep in an incomplete pass. Have not seen a single completed pass since we started this. And there is rain coming down now. Rain started coming down just about 5 minutes ago. Probably going to be run heavy from here on out. That's what I would expect. And another 3 and out on offense for the Wolverines. Let's see what's in store. Dodgers have 1 return man back, and they're also showing 2 safe men, just in case they fake it. But no, they will punt it. Get to the 35, still rolling to the 33. The Dodgers will take over 1st and 10 for their 3rd drive of the game. And their first of the second quarter, 10 minutes, 26 seconds remain. Royce Peterson will rally his troops. Let's see what they can do right after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay. How long do you want?
30.
Alrighty. I'm going to leave the mic on. 20. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers, 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the second quarter. Once again, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. Just missed the first play this 3rd drive, and it was a big 15-yard gain. Dodgers still rolling. Here comes Noah Daniel. Going. This will be a gain of 22 from the make that 24 from the 49-yard line on the Dodgers side. Oh, my gosh. All these running backs are having one heck of a night. Daniel's helmet did come off, so they will have to sub him out for 1 play. Goodness gracious. These Dodgers are running up and down the field tonight. Now they could not convert on a touchdown last drive. Let's see if they can here. Power pistol to the left, back to pass. Royce fires for the end zone. Caught! It's caught by Superfly Ty Adams to the end zone. Good for a 29-yard passing touchdown. I just saw Royce Peterson run to the sideline and chest bump. I believe that was Coach Moser, and he got knocked back to the ground. Oh my gosh, that was funny. That was funny. He is okay, but oh gosh, Coach knocked him over with the chest bump. And the Dodgers are going for the 2-point try. It goes unsuccessful, but looks like a horse collar will be called on the play. Dodgers will get another crack at it. And they will even be closer, half the distance to the goal. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Star quarterback knocked to the ground after threw a dime, a 29-yard passing touchdown from his head football coach. And maybe it wasn't Mosier. I'm a bit far away, so I couldn't tell. But it could have been his dad, too, from the sideline. That was funny, though. Or his dad, I'm sorry. Coach Adams. It was Ty who caught the touchdown. Ty's dad would have been on the sideline. One of those guys. Most likely, I'd say. Here we go. Dodgers looking to go for 2. Their first attempt got a replay due to a horse collar. And their second play just got called back. A false start on the offense. So now the Dodgers will line up for the PAT with Parker Shilstrom. And the place is down, kick is up, and it is good. So a 29-yard post route, Royce Peterson to Ty Adams. Went 29 yards, just a 3-play drive, knocked it in for another touchdown. 13-0 Dodgers lead. We'll return right after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, how long do you want?
Let's do 30.
Okay, I'll have you on in 20. I'm going to leave the mic on. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers, 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the second quarter. Once again, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. It's dominance for the Dodgers in Sioux City West. 13-0, 9 minutes, 35 seconds remain in the first half. Here's a kickoff from Parker Shilstrom. He'll get it to the 13-yard line. Here comes the return from Harrell. Harrell on his feet past the 25 to the 30, knocked forward to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. Again, we are at Morningside Stadium, Sioux City, Iowa. It's a home game for the Sioux City West Wolverines. Dodgers take the road on a 2-hour drive. 13-0, 9 minutes and 26 seconds remain in this first half. We've seen 3 drives from the Dodgers on offense, 2 so far by the Wolverines. Here comes their 3rd drive. Both of them have resulted in 3 and outs. Dodgers have 5 tackles for losses and 1 sack tonight. To the pistol, trips left, lone receiver right, handoff inside, run in on his feet. That's a handoff to the number 5, his first touch of the night, Calix Banta, a senior tailback and starting cornerback for the Wolverines. Has a gain of 6 yards, the most progress they've gotten all night long. Here comes a 2nd and 4 on the 38-yard line. The Dodgers showing the 3-4 look, only 1 deep safety. It's Noah Daniel out there who is used as a free safety. And here goes a rumble after a gain of 1 or 2 yards. Dog pile pushing each other. And a gain of, like I said, looks like 2 yards. 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1 on the 40-yard line. In the pistol. Double stack to the right and double stack to the left. In the pistol. Dodgers playing zone, and they're showing 6 to rush. Linebackers will back up now. No, they are still rushing 6. Blitz! Whoa! Drayshawn Ross. Another tackle for loss. Ended up untouched. And that's a double leg takedown if I've ever seen one. Oh my gosh, came screaming right up the belly of that offensive line and ended up driving the tailback straight to the turf. Hurry up offense. Wolverines looking to be going for it after they had a loss of 4 yards. Here's a 4th and 5. Hang on. Calling dead ball. Maybe a timeout here. Well, I don't know. The refs are talking it over, so what is going on here? Well, while the refs talk it over, how about we thank the sponsors of the broadcast? Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Loffers Weilers, Archibald Electric, Adventure Staffing, Plum Supply, Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Iowa Outdoor Store, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, Community Health Center, TKG Holdings, and Bemrick Electric and Telephone. And I'm not for sure what the refs talked about, but it stopped the play clock. And then when they resumed it, when they got done talking and it led to nothing, the Wolverines called a timeout. Coach Mosier's going to come on the field and ask, hey, what happened there? And I don't blame him if he's frustrated. That I don't know. Not a big fan of what happened there. I guess the best I can sum it up to is possibly a miscommunication between the refs or something. I'm not for sure. Well, anyway, Sioux City West just called a timeout. Let's just keep it right here for right now. And let's talk about the top 5 stats in Class 4A. Leading the way in touchdowns is Aiden Flora of ADM with 31 on the season. Carson Lowman of Storm Lake has 24. Kyler Garrity of North Scott is 21. Titus Cram of Bondurant has 21 as well. And Grant Glosser of Western Dubuque has 19. In passing touchdowns, Carson Lowman leads away with 22. Aiden Harder of Norwalk has 17. Landon Sewell of Waterloo East has 15. Brady Hetzel of Lewis Central has 15. Tanner Anderson of Western Dubuque also has 15. In rushing touchdowns, it's Aiden Flora with 20. Dakota Johnson of Decorah has 16. Grant Glazer of Western Dubuque has 16. Titus Cram of Bondurant has 16. And Brody Patlin of Lewis Central has 12. And those are just some of the many top 5 statistical categories in Class 4A from all across the state. Looking to resume here. Players have taken the field back. It looks like some confusion from the coaching staff. It is a 4th down and 5 scenario. And at first they brought out the offense, and now they're doing a switch here. Play clock's not running. There's been a lot of miscommunication or something going on between the stripes on the field. Well, now they will signal for the play clock to resume. 4th and 5. Ball is on the 38-yard line. Dodgers are leading 13-0. Looking to punt this one, and the punt is up. Crosses the 50, 45, 40, where it will land. 35, making his way to his 30. And 1st and 10 for the Dodgers. And how about we take a break before we open this drive? We'll resume in 30 seconds right after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, got you out for 30 seconds.
All right.
Going to leave the mic on. Ten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers. 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the second quarter. Once again, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. I'm Hank Ambrose with you along the way for Dodger football tonight. Just saw an incomplete pass. Royce Peterson tried to hit Williams in stride. 2nd down and 10. Dodgers start up their 4th drive of the game with just 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Out of the pistol, they hand off. And it looks like it's Gibbs Green who'll have a gain of 2. And yes, that is true. 3rd down and 8. This has been the softest start so far for the Dodgers on offense out of all 4 of their drives now. And we got an injury on the field. Down on the field is the number 79 of the Wolverines. That's Chris Lugo, who is a defensive end. They've been running the 3-4 all night long, and they'll help him off to his field. It looks like Chris Lugo is going to be okay, as he does get off to his own power. And by the way, the injury from earlier from Sioux City West, Olamarion Chenet, looks to be okay. So we'll have a 3rd down and 7 situation for the Dodgers as the boys will take back the field. Ball is placed on the 33-yard line. Dodgers come out in the pistol. Lone receiver left, doubles right. Hartman is in as a power back to the right side of Peterson, and play action, rolling out to his left, fires it over the middle of the field and over the head of Tytrell Mosley and through his hands. Incomplete. Here comes a 4th down and 7. Fourth and 7 for the Dodgers. And I'm waiting to see what's going on here. It looks like they will send out punt. Yes, they are sending out their punting unit. Williams is back to punt. They have Harrell to return, standing on the 40-yard line. It's the first 3 and out for the Dodgers all game long. And looking to fake it. Here comes Williams running to the left, back up the middle of the field, and he lunges forward. Looks like he's going to have it. And yes, 1st down, Dodgers. Fake punt, direct snap to Grant Williams, who's the punter. acted like he was going to break it all the way to the sideline on the Sioux City West side and ended up cutting back up the middle of the field, juking out one defender, lunged forward, gain of 8 yards, needed 7, so that's good for a first down. 1st and 10. Wildcat for the first time tonight. Direct snap. Drayshawn Ross follows his lane. He's still running on his feet to the 35-30, 25-20. Still going 15-10, 5, and no dive required. Takes it to the house. 4-6. Drayshawn Ross. Oh, baby. That's good for 60 yards. Holy moly. 60-yard direct snap, rushing touchdown for Drayshawn Ross. And now going for 2 in the pistol. Doubles right, lone receiver left, they hand off. Lowers the shoulder, Noah Daniel trucks forward, and it goes complete. Dodgers up 21, nada, with 5:45 remaining in. Oh, they called Drayshawn short. So now they're going for 2. Oh, man, I apologize for that. I thought that was the 2-point conversion. Again, the refs had their hands raised, and they put them right on the 2-point, right on the 2-yard line, as if that was the spot. Okay, they're not going for 2; they're kicking the PAT. Anyway, Dodgers end up getting 6. Add another one on, end up getting 7 for the good PAT. It's 20-0. 5:45 remains. We'll return right after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, how long do you want?
Let's do a minute.
Okay.
Man, I am not a fan of these refs tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like they're making some weird calls from what little I understand of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that it's impacting either team. It's just impacting the flow of the broadcast because they put their hands up like it was a touchdown and ended up calling it back. So, yeah.
Weird. Okay, 20. I'm going to leave the mic on. Ten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers, 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the second quarter. Once again, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. Here's a kickoff and a sprint by the Wolverines working outside. We got a scuffle on the field, and shoves are thrown, pushes, and everyone's pushing on the field. Wow, a lot of flags. Coaches end up coming on the field. The Sioux City West guys are getting involved as well. The Wolverines are starting to get red out there. Going to be a few personal fouls thrown. One of them, I believe, is going to be against the Dodgers. I'm waiting in on the call there. And if you just joined us, you're listening to Dodger Football tonight. It's 20-0. 5.5 minutes remain in the first half. Waiting on the call. Sportsmanlike. And again, they're not going to share the number. The officials are not having anything. They're not hurting either team really between the Wolverines or the Dodgers with their calls, but I got to be honest, they're hurting me a little bit because just like the last drive on offense, the Dodgers, they put their hands in the air on the sidelines as if they scored the touchdown. And then it looked like the Dodgers were going for 2 because they were set up on the 2-yard line. And that was actually the touchdown play. And just like there, they don't share the numbers of what the personal foul was, which is pretty nice to know, because if you get 2, you're kicked out of the rest of the game. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little picky, but I think it is kind of stopping the broadcast a little bit, and not a big fan of that. Anyway, 20-0, and drops back to pass and throws, and oh my goodness, this is going to be another personal foul. Fighting in the backfield on the turf, and Dodgers and Wolverines continuing to get into it. These guys are continuing to fight. Jeez, a lot of screaming, a lot of just bickering back and forth. Let's see if we get the numbers this time around. There we go. 55 on the offense, and that's the only one they give out. So only one personal foul, and it's against Sioux City West. And Sioux City West and the Dodgers call a full team huddle. And this is basically to tell them to cool their jets and let's just play football. Still, got a lot of football to be played. We don't need to be for this to be so wacky, all this aggression is not needed. Dodgers lead 20-0, 5.5 minutes remain. And penalties accepted. So it's going to be a first down and very long. It shouldn't be first down. It should be second down. It should be second down. Come on. There we go. Second down and about 30. Yeah, second down and 30. Here we go. And wrapped up in a loss of 2 yards. There first was Jesse Egley. So here comes a third down and 27. All offensive drives so far. The Wolverines have had a 3-and-out. This is their 4th offensive drive, and it looks like they may be punting again unless they can convert this third down and 27. Ball is on their own 27-yard line. Back to pass, looking right, and fires. First progression to a fade route and incomplete pass. Noah Daniel did a good job at swatting it to the ground. Here comes a 4th down and 27. Dodgers will look to return this one, and here come the Wolverines to punt. Stay right here for right now. Again, I apologize. There's been so many weird moments in this broadcast, but it seems like it's just another one of those nights that these officials are just not communicating with each other. Just like a moment ago, it was a second down and long, and they didn't have it switched until after the play was over. So, I don't know. Here we go. Here's a punt line drive, and it's going to go out of bounds to the Dodger 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the red and black attack with 4 minutes and 42 seconds remain. Let's take a break. We'll return after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, how long do you want?
Let's do a minute.
Okay. $30. I'm going to leave the mic on. $20. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers, 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the second quarter. Once again, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. I'm Hank Ambrose with you for more Dodger football tonight. 20-0 and 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. You're joining us on a 3rd down and 7 situation. Dodgers are on their own 43-yard line in the pistol. Doubles left, lone receiver right. Handoff for Drayshawn Ross. He's moving forward. Ooh. He stretched the ball, but I don't think he's going to have enough for a first down. Looks like 4th down and inches. And not even inches, but 4th down and 1. 4th and 1, ball on the 48-yard line. 3 minutes, 45 seconds remain. And Dodgers are going for this in the pistol. Power back in the set, doubles left. Receiver right, handoff Noah Daniel. Cuts back upfield, follows his block on his feet. He's going, and gone to the house. And maybe I should pause for a second in case they mark him on the 2-yard line again, right? Another touchdown score for the Fort Dodge Dodgers. Should be. Let's make sure. And yes, it's official. 26-0. 26-0. Dodgers look to be going for this. Going for 2 here. In the gun, doubles right, and a receiver left. And rolling to his right, Royce Peterson. He will throw shallow in the flats, and a catch is made in the end zone by Cal Hartman off the short zig route. That's the first completed catch of the night that wasn't that Ty Adams receiving touchdown. Dodgers score again and make it 28-0. 3 minutes, 25 seconds remain. We'll resume right after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay. How long do
Let's do a minute.
you... Okay. I got the legal in there too.
Awesome. At halftime, I didn't put it into the system because I forgot to. You can, if you would like, you can not record once we get into halftime. But I'd like you to play an interview from my T drive. I'll tell you how to get there.
Okay. 30 seconds on this one. 20. I'm going to leave the mic on.
All righty.
10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers, 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the second quarter. Once again, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. I'm back on call for Dodger football tonight on the road, Sioux City West. Dodgers lead it 28-0. Just saw a very long rushing touchdown from Noah Daniel. Daniel went for another 50 yards to the house not long ago. Also converted on a 2-point try. And here we go, 1st and 10 for the Wolverines from their own 25-yard line. They're going from left to right on offense, according to your radio dial. And halfback off tackle, breaking the outside and tackled for a gain of 4. It's a solid play there, solid gain of yards for the Wolverines. Makes it 2nd down and 6 on the 29-yard line. 2 minutes, 40 seconds remain. Stick around for the halftime report. We'll have some stats and scores and more in the update from the first half. And also going to be playing an interview from the Hy-Vee Coaches Corner, which will air tomorrow morning. You'll get a sneak peek at it Hy-Vee Coach's Corners every Saturday morning, Sunny 99.7, and on yourfortdodge.com. I'll be talking with Lexi Astor, the head volleyball coach of the Fort Dodge Dodgers. That will come about at halftime, so stick around for that. Here's a big rush for Harrell, breaking it outside. They're starting to use his speed now. He'll have a first down. It's the first down of the night for the Wolverines offense. They get to the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. From the gain of 15. And now another handoff. Tackle in the backfield. Another tackle for loss. This is number 8 of the night. Caldwell was there first. Right behind him was Drew Moritz. Here comes a 2nd down and 13 from the 40-yard line. In the pistol. Doubles on each side. Spread on each side. And Dodgers jump off sides. Jonathan Brown. And this will move them forward. Approachment on the defense. Gain of 5. Here comes a 2nd down and 9 from the 45. 1 minute and 50 remains. Clock is still winding down. And rushing. Oh, man. Got to the quarterback, but not in time. Interception, Grant Williams. He's got an open lane. 20, 15, 10, 5, and a pick 6 by Grant Williams. Give him an English doctorate because he read it like a book. Taking it. 50 yards for a pick 6. Grant Williams. That's the best play he's made so far tonight. He's been involved on defense here and there, but that'll take the cake, I'd say. And the Dodgers will line up for the PAT. The kick is blocked. Blocked by the number 44. That's Tyson Belden of Sioux City West. We'll take a break and resume with only a minute and a half remaining. It's 34-0. Dodgers lead at Sioux City West. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, you said minute and a half?
No, well, that's left in the game, or first half. Let's take a minute break.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood you.
You're good.
That's why I double check sometimes.
Oh, good.
All right. Oh, Nikes. This is that minute-long one. I guess you're getting a minute and a half anyway?
That's okay. We'll just miss the kickoff.
Yeah. I need to talk to Kurt about that and see if we can change that commercial out. Okay, 30. 20. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on your home of all things Dodgers, 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the second quarter. Once again, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. We resume the broadcast. It's Dodger football tonight, taking on Sioux City West. Big tackle in the backfield by Isaiah Caldwell again. The 9th tackle for loss this defense has put up this game, and that's a big one. That's bringing Sioux City West back to their own 12-yard line. 2nd down and 18. Loss of 8 yards. Big thank you to our sponsors of the broadcast. Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Loffers Weilers, Archibald Electric, Adventure Staffing, Plum Supply, Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Iowa Outdoor Store, Jayden Electric, Riley Armstrong, Plumbing and Heating, Community Health Center, TKG Holdings, Bemrick Electric and Telephone, getting back mid-play. And, drove back but stepped out of bounds, almost to safety. Another big loss of, this is going to be a loss of another 7 yards. Here comes a 3rd down and 25. And the Dodgers will take a timeout. Let's keep it right here. Again, Hank Ambrose with you, not just tonight, but all season long. Dodgers 3-4 on the season. Sioux City West is 0-7. Dodgers have one more regular season matchup. Next week, they will be home taking on Spencer. Also, Alpha Media Fort Dodge is broadcasting 2 other games tonight. The St. Edmund Gales are on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. And South Central Calhoun Titans are on 105.9 The Beach and on yourfortdodge.com as well. And to find it on our website, yourfortdodge.com, go to the top right corner of your screen. You'll find the play button, and whatever radio station we're broadcasting from is where you can listen to right there. Out of all 7 radio stations, a part of Alpha Media Fort Dodge. Coming out of the Dodger timeout, called a moment ago, Dodgers have 2 remaining, and Sioux City West has 1. 46 seconds on the clock. It's 34-0. Inside zone, trying to cut back up. And here comes a gain of 3 yards. 4th down and 22 is on the horizon. Dodgers will take another timeout. And, big reason for this is you get up 35-0 over a team, you will have continuous clock the rest of the way through the game unless those 35 points or that 35-point lead is broken. So the Dodgers want to be in continuous clock and take a trip home before we get to midnight. It is 8:09 right now. Kickoff started at about 7:05, so this game's gone by fairly quick. An hour and 5 minutes, what will probably be an hour and about 15 minutes of the first half. Pretty good. Pretty quick. So here comes Sioux City West, another 3 and out. Out of this is their 5th drive. They've had 4 3 and outs and 1 drive that ended with a pick 6. Here is the punt. Where's it at? It was blocked, right? Oh, got a hand on it, but still got the distance. Great bouncing tonight. Still got to the 40-yard line on the Sioux City West side. That was good for about a 30-yard punt. Not the greatest punt, but solid, knowing that it got blocked. Just a heck of a bounce again. 1st and 10 for the Dodgers. They take over on the Wolverine 40-yard line on offense, going right to left according to your radio dial. Again, stick around for halftime. Have an interview with head volleyball coach Lexi Astor coming up. It's 34-0. Dodgers start this drive in the pistol. No, switch it now to gun from the audible. Doubles on each side. Peterson back to pass. They want to score. Looking deep and firing. Oh, it's short. It's about 10 yards short of the intended receiver on the play. And that was Grant Williams. Here comes a 2nd down and 10 on the 40-yard line. Clock is stopped at 20 seconds remaining. Dodgers have 2 timeouts remaining in this first half. Sioux City West has 1. Dodgers to the gun. Doubles. Make that trips. Bunch to the right. And a tight end into the weak side. Drayshawn Ross, direct snap. Goes forward. No one is even touching him. There we go. Gang tackled after the gain of 10. 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. The Dodgers will call a timeout. to stop the clock. Or no, they don't. Oh my gosh. And now they'll call a timeout. 2 seconds remaining. Dodgers call a timeout. 2 seconds remaining. Ball is on the 30-yard line on the Wolverine side. I would think they're going to have one last Hail Mary chuck to the end zone to try to go up over 35. Otherwise, this would be about a 44-yard field goal. Still in the huddle, waiting for the play call. Again, 2 seconds remain in the first half, 34-0. This will be the final play of the first half, and oh my goodness, they are going for the field goal, or at least lining up for it. Is it Parker kicking it? It is Parker kicking it. And officially, this is a 46-yard field goal. Hold is good, and ended up on the ground. And, ended up rolling to the end zone, out of bounds. Final play of the first half, 34-0, Dodgers lead. We'll take a break and have the Lexi Astor interview come up in just a little bit. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, how long do you want?
Let's do probably a 3-minute break, and then you can play the interview.
Okay, which folder is your interview in? I have your T drive open.
Go to Coach's Show.
Okay.
And you'll see Lexi Astor. And then the date will be sometime this week. It'll be, I think it was yesterday I recorded it. So it should be like 10/12/23 or something is what it'll say.
Okay, let me scroll down here. Lexi, I have a 10/1/22.
No. Nope. Wait, did you go to the Hank Ambrose T drive?
Yep, and then Coach's Show?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 3 Lexi Astor volleyball ones, all of them from 2022.
Check out the most recent one.
You said it should be under her name?
It should be. Or maybe it just says Astor.
Okay, let me try searching that one. I have
I would
Astor
just
10,
check
12,
by the most
23,
recent
10
one
minutes,
that was
45
saved.
seconds.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, we've got plenty of time. I'm going to stop the recording. And
I think you
going
want
to
to play it
open
at like
this.
the 3-minute mark.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I think you want to play it at the 3-second mark because I'm pretty sure I go like 3, 2, 1 and then start it.
Okay, let me.
I don't know. You might
cue
want to
this up
listen in queue to
here.
make sure.
Is it the 3-second mark?
Or something, yeah.
Okay, I've got that spot marked, and we're going to be on in 30. Are you coming on or just straight into the interview?
Just straight into the interview.
Oh,
I'm going to take a break. I'll be right back,
that'll
Kelly.
happen in 20. I'm going to leave the mic on. Oops. There we go. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
fans, we're in Hy-Vee for the Hy-Vee
Make
Coaches
sure
Corner
I
every
get
single
back to
Saturday morning on
this.
Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. This is a pre-recorded interview with Coach Lexi Astor from this past Thursday morning, talking Dodger volleyball. First off, congrats on the win in Webster City.
Yep, win's a win.
It was hard fought, I think you could say, at the very least. It went 5 sets. I think there were some frustrating moments in that matchup. We'll talk about that matchup in just a little bit, but overall, how is the week for the Dodger girls?
The week off to a good start, I guess. I mean, practice Monday, a win on Tuesday is always nice. Wednesday is usually pretty light. We have today and tomorrow practice, and then we prep for the conference tournament on Saturday. We are going in ranked as a top seed, so that's super exciting. I think that might be the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's going to be some heated matchups there in the conference tournament, and we're going to have to really focus to make our statement in that top region of the bracket.
Well, sounds good. Let's begin with the matchup in Webster City, since that's what has already passed. Tuesday, October 10th, you guys over in Webster City went all 5 sets. Dodgers won 3-2. Frustrating middle sets for the Fort Dodge Dodgers. Could you break down the match for those that weren't able to attend?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime you play a somewhat local road rival, it's always a super intense, exciting match. I feel like the same kind of energy comes when you play Humboldt, when you play St. Ed's, when you play Webster City, all those kinds of schools. And it's good to have that competitive vibe in the gym, because I think it really drives kids to play hard. But last year, they ended their season on a poor performance in Webster City. They drew Webster City for their first round playoffs last year, and they should have won, but they did not play well at all. And they were out for, I guess, redemption in this regular season matchup against Webster City. I mean, I'll give credit to Webster City. They kept the ball alive, but we know that we're a stronger attacking team. They sent a lot of free balls over the net, and we had, unofficially, I don't have the huddle stats yet, but I have the paper ones. We had unofficially 34 hitting errors, and that is not how you win a game.
No.
So those middle 2 sets, set 2 and set 3, we beat ourselves essentially. But the girls were not about to lose. I looked at them at one point and I said, "You haven't lost a regular season match the entire season." I said, "Don't end it like this." I said, "If you're going to lose, get beat, but don't go out there and beat yourselves." And obviously it gets really frustrating, but they turned around and had some fire in their gut. And honestly, Mia got angry, and I was like, "Go Mia," because she's really usually the calm kid.
Yeah.
And I think they responded to that. And yeah, so they dug deep and found a way to light up after a few big kills. Cadence Tooney was really connecting well with the ball, and that helped us, I think, fire up our offense a little bit and get the girls excited and ready to play. So win's a win.
When you say Mia McCaleb got angry, what do you mean by that?
We were just in the huddle, and like usually she's our super calm, consistent kid. She, like, if I get fired up, she's like, "It's okay, calm down." And I'm like, "No, it's not okay."
Yeah.
But she was in the huddle and she goes, "Guys, we cannot lose to Webster City." And she just got after them a little bit, and like you could just tell on her face. Her face just went from like her happy to like boom, serious. And I was like, "Yes." I said, "That's what we need to win." So it was really exciting to see that competitive edge in her. Obviously the other girls as well too. I mean, they all have competitive sides as well. But yeah, it was fun to see them battle back from a not great performance and then end up with the win, because the last 2 sets were pretty solid. So
Yeah, because you guys started down 2-1 basically. You took the first set 25-22, then Webster City took the second 25-23, and then the third set 25-11.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's I'm assuming that's kind of where that huddle came from.
Yes, it was. I was getting so frustrated. I accidentally put our lineup in wrong, and I was like, "God dang it!" Because I was so frustrated after that match. I just wrote it really fast, and I threw it off the side, and I was like, "Oh shoot!" So I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I just had to make a substitution, but
Yeah,
I was like, "Ah."
it still started that way. so that's good, right?
What?
Did you make a sub right away, or
So you had to play 1 point and then I could sub someone in. So it wasn't a big deal, but I don't know. Hopefully that gave the kids a small excuse to focus on something that's not volleyball for like 30 seconds, maybe to reset their minds. I don't know. But yeah, I was like, gosh dang it. So it's fine.
okay, let's talk about closing that fifth set there, 15-9. What was the game plan heading into that final set?
Close it and win. That's it. I mean, winning is on the line. And I told them, I said, this is your most competitive match that you will have regular season 5 sets before you head into playoffs. And I have been emphasizing to them, we have the best bracket lineup that we've had in a long time. We have a pretty good chance at making it pretty far in playoffs, or maybe even state, who knows, if they play to their potential. Again, no game is going to be easy, but a lot of things happen in postseason. We got a pretty good draw. We host for the first time in I don't even know how long, the first round playoffs. So that usually goes to the upper seed, and we've always been the bottom seed. So we play against Perry at home. We played Perry in Indianola last weekend, and we beat them, I think, like 21-4 and 21-11. So I'm really hoping that goes our way. If it doesn't, we have some issues. But then we face a challenging match against Dallas Center Grimes when we win on Tuesday. So that's going to be something the girls have to continue to build their competitive edge this time of season. And it's not about learning. It's not about being nice. It's not about any of the things that are important early in the season. This is about strictly winning and how to be competitive. Because some of them, their career is on the line. Some of them are done with volleyball after that last point drops. So that reality check is something that is coming fast.
Emotion's going to be running high. And it'll be the first time you guys will see Dallas Center Grimes on the year, right?
Yep.
For playing. I mean, maybe you guys shared a tournament, but I guess I don't know.
No, we haven't.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, so first off in regionals, Perry versus Fort Dodge. Dodgers in regular season 17-10, Perry 11-23, but of course also got to get through that IAC tournament. How do you approach the IAC tournament? Because it doesn't have anything to do with, or the outcome of that won't have much effect into the Dodgers rest of the season.
No, it doesn't. But again, it's a pride thing. One, because we want to withhold our record. I mean, even most of our losses this season, or I guess all of them, have come in tournament play where we haven't totally woken up early in the morning, or like, they're just a different style of play, because it's best of 3 to 21. So those are really short, quick games, and you have to adapt and learn quickly. But also you're facing all of our conference rivals. So that should light a fire a little bit underneath them, because again, they're facing all those teams that they were either close with throughout the season or have split with. I mean, we won against Ames in regular season, but we did lose to them in a tournament in Boone. So, I mean, that'll be a good game for them to come out and show them that hey, we can still win, like put ourselves together and come out with a victory. Again, still, that tournament is really important to make sure we are smoothing out some of the rough edges and getting rid of some of that stuff that we had against Webster City, to make sure we are peaking by the time Tuesday comes.
Sounds good. And then again, Perry in that matchup on Tuesday, October 17th, round 1 of regionals. Game plan heading into that match, anything changing up?
Sweep in 3 and kill the ball.
That's the goal.
So that game is going to be important for us. I mean, we scored a lot on just serving the last time we played them, but again, they're not going to want to just roll over and die either. So if they're sending a bunch of free balls over the net, which is more than likely, we need to learn how to capitalize and score off of those situations. That's one thing we've struggled with, is putting the ball away in easy situations. Sometimes we draw out rallies longer than they need to be because we don't play smart, or our side out percentage isn't where it needs to be.
And also that matchup is home. Do you have a request of a certain color you want the Dodgers to wear?
Red and black. Just fill the gym with red and black. Get in there, support the girls. Again, it's super exciting. It is one of the first times they've hosted in many years. And playoff time is always super exciting. I guess the girls would super love the support of the community, their friends, their family, teachers, whoever else it is. But come out and see them for the last time they'll be home this season.
And I can only echo that. Go out, support the Fort Dodge Dodger girls. Round 1 of regionals taking on Perry Tuesday, October 17th. It's going to have a
Hey, Kelly, I'm back.
opening serve. Get there early. Make sure your spot is reserved. That's going to be a great one to a great season, the beginning of postseason coming up in just a little bit. Coach Lexi Astor has been our guest today on the Hy-Vee Coach's Corner. Coach.
Thank you.
We'll be right back in Hy-Vee for the Hy-Vee Coach's Corner after this. Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Oh. Okay, I have got you out. How long do
All
you
right. Excuse me. You can do a 2-minute long interview.
want? Okay, 2 minutes it shall be. I kind of like those interviews. It gives me a chance to use the restroom.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Hey, I'm going to try one more thing here, Kelly. See if you
Okay,
can hear.
sounds good. We're heading in.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, couldn't hear each other. That's dang it.
30. Okay, I'm going to leave the mic on. Ten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open.
It's time for the Dodger Halftime Report. Here with stats, scores, and more, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. Got to be honest with you, not a lot to report on for the Dodger halftime report. I'll tell you this much. Going through the stats I have here, beginning with the Fort Dodge Dodgers, they closed the first half 267 yards rushing. Noah Daniel finished with 119 rushing yards, and so did Drayshawn Ross, exactly at 119 yards rushing. Dodgers finished with 72 yards passing and 15 first downs. Over on the Sioux City West side, they finished the first half with -3 yards of rushing. Ew. They also finished with 0 passing yards and only 1 first down. It's 34-0 at halftime. I'm pretty sure that alone tells you it's been a dominating night for the Fort Dodge Dodgers, and Friday the 13th hasn't affected them whatsoever. The touchdowns we've seen tonight opened up the very first drive of the game, milking off 5.5 minutes off the clock. It closed with a 5-yard rushing touchdown with Drayshawn Ross. Noah Daniel, very shifty tonight, back as a wingback tonight. It's good to see him getting more touches. Haven't seen him get any offensive snaps in a little while. The Dodgers also score off of a 29 passing touchdown with Ty Adams on a deep post route. It was a beauty of a pass and a nice score from Ty Adams. I cracked up major after Royce Peterson went to the sideline, and I still don't know which coach it was, but he chest bumped one of the coaches. From Grant Williams. Noah Daniel had a 50-yard rushing touchdown, and he also had a 2-yard rushing touchdown after Drayshawn Ross set him up for about a 58-yard gainer. Really the only thing to complain tonight is the weather has been crappy tonight for these football players. Very misty out tonight. It's not raining down, just very misty. And and it's moving onto the left side of the field. The Fort Dodge Dodgers, I felt like, have been playing great all night long. Like I said, the only thing I really could complain about is the officials, and they haven't been really making bad calls necessarily on either side. It just reminds me a lot of the Storm Lake matchup, where there's just been a lot of miscommunication between these refs. It's like one team will evidently call a timeout, or one ref will at least think that a team called a timeout, and they actually didn't, and they'll stop the play. And then there's been a few times where there's been personal fouls, and they didn't announce the numbers, which is a little irritating. There was a time where they called a touchdown from the line judge, and the other main judge didn't call it. So there's been some frustrating stuff tonight that's, I guess, only has really impacted me. But besides that, I'll get over it. And here we go. And starting off, first play from the second half, interception, looking to take it to the house. Jesse Egley still on his feet, breaking 2 tackles. First play from the hash to the other, probably, it was only probably a 20-yard pick six, but probably moved 60 yards worth from left to right of the football field. What a start to this football game in the second half. My gosh. It's been one of those games. It really has been. Wow. So the Dodgers score off of pick six. It's their second pick six of the game. And the Dodgers will come out to take the PAT. And it is good. So now the Dodgers lead 41-0, and Sioux City West will be returning the next kickoff. Coming up in just a little bit. Let's take a break. 92 Rock, your FortDodge.com.
Okay, how long do you want?
Oh, let's do a minute.
Okay, and we're into the third quarter now.
Yeah, this has possibly been the most frustrating broadcast I've ever called in my entire life for football.
I know, I can tell from when
most.
you know how you've been kind of giving those little notes to the listeners.
Well, yeah, I could go off, but I'm not going to.
I understand. 20. I'm going to leave the mic on. That's what those office moments are for when I come in the evenings. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on 92 Rock and YourFortDodge.com. Now back to the third quarter.
92 Rock. The Dodgers, unlike a rattlesnake, not giving you a warning when they're going to strike. We just saw the opening kickoff of the second half a moment ago. First play from the scrimmage. I was still breaking down some of the stats from halftime. They run a comeback route to the right side of the field, and it was an interception, pick six by Jesse Egley from the first play of the second half. We are now in continuous clock since the Dodgers are leading 41-0. And here comes the second kickoff of the second half necessarily. Dodgers opened the game receiving the kickoff, and now there has been more kickoffs in this second half than there has been plays run. How about that? Here we go. The kickoff is high and fly into the 7-yard line off the chest of Harrell, and he'll return it after picking the ball back up to about the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Sioux City West. And we are officially out of the halftime report. 11 minutes, 25 seconds remain in this third quarter, and the clock is winding down in continuous clock. It's 41-0. Dodgers lead it. If they win tonight, they'll go 4-4 with one game remaining in the regular season. I did check an update on the St. Edmund Gales game. Last time I checked, they're down 30-8 in the second quarter. Handoff, Harrell working outside. Here's a stiff arm. Nice work by Harrell, the number 1 back. He'll gain of 7 yards to the 22-yard line. Here comes a second down and 3 for Sioux City West. Again, at Morningside Stadium. It's a beautiful stadium. It really is. Second down and 3 from the pistol for West. Blocking back. Moves, looking for a blocker. Harrell has to bounce it outside after it was swallowed up. And a tackle made by Isaiah Caldwell. And gain of 1 yard. Bit my tongue. Wanted to say nothing, but no, gain of 1 yard. Third down and 2 now. I know I've been hard on the referees, but I do have to understand that they are down on the field on some pretty rough conditions. It's windy outside. It's very misty. It's really not raining. Like I said, it's just misty, but it's wet. It's cold. It's around 45 degrees. I'll cut them some slack. I'll be nicer to these guys. They work very hard for us all year long, and we do really, really appreciate them. Here we go. Third and short and first down, Sioux City West, just getting enough yards to the 25-yard line. Hurry up offense. Here we go already. First and 10 from the first play of the series. And oh my goodness, that's another huge tackle. That time, Noah Daniel. That looked like a wrestling move again. Double leg takedown, and the Dodger defense is loving it. Grant Williams comes over and gives him a big old bear hug for the free safety. Gosh, that was gnarly. And that was a gain of 3 yards. It was an open field tackle. 2nd and 7 on the 28-yard line in the gun. Twins on each side. A motion and a man to make it trips to the left. Sioux City has the ball, moving with it from left to right on your radio dial, and going down with the ankle tackle to the 30-yard line. Here comes a 3rd down and 5. Again, Sioux City West 0-7 on the season. It's not a good start tonight at home for them. 8 minutes, 15 seconds remain. It's 41-0. Dodgers are leading. Here's a halfback off tackle from the gun and going to be short to the line of gain to the 33-yard line. Here comes a 4th down and 2. Sioux City offense looks to be staying on the field to go for it. And they are. Let's see the formation they line up in. Twins left, lone receiver right, power pistol formation, handoff, and tackle for loss. Zeke Pineda is there first. His first solo tackle of the night and his 20th tackle on the season. Big Zeke got there. It's 1st and 10 for the Dodgers on the 30-yard line. Almost halfway through this third quarter, and here comes the first play on offense for the Dodgers of this second half. While I got you, I'd like to thank our sponsors of the broadcast, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Loffers Weiler, Archer Bald Electric, Adventure Staffing, Plum Supply, Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, the Iowa Outdoor Store, Jayton Electric, Raleigh Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, Community Health Center, TKG Holdings, and Bemrick Electric and Telephone. First play of the second half, handoff outside, running with the football is a new running back. Getting the touch this go around was the 14, I believe, is Eckley. Let me double check my notes. Came on a jet sweep. That is Dalton Eckley that got the last touch there. Gain of 5 yards. 2nd and 5 on the 25. In the gun, handoff now from the jet sweep to another Dodger receiver. Whoa, big block by Noah Daniel. That's a big first down, gain of
20 yards to the 5-yard line. Here comes a first down and goal. Getting that last jet sweep was Malachi Pettigrew. Oh my gosh. Noah Daniel made the big highlight that play despite the 20-yard gain. Pancaked him. Serving breakfast. Back to the gun. Man in motion. Another jet sweep. Going end around and looking for the end zone. Malachi Pettigrew scores. 5-yard rushing touchdown. Well, actually, technically receiving since it was a forward pass. That makes the score 47-0. Dodgers line up to take the PAT. A lot of great execution tonight for the Dodgers. Only one drive tonight. They didn't score. The kick is up, and it is good. 48-0. We'll take a 1-minute break and return after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, got you out for 1 minute. Ironically, on the 1-minute commercial. Good job.
Well, there you go.
30. I'm going to leave the mic on. $20. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
You're listening to Dodger Football on 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the third quarter.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. Let's do this thing. 48-0, 5:40 on the clock. Kickoff to the end zone. Here comes a touchback for Sioux City West. Dodgers, after the game tonight, will have one more regular season matchup for the 2023 season. Taking on the Spencer Tigers. Going to be home for that matchup. 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:45 pregame show. Come out and show your Dodger pride. Again, we're in continuous clock. It's 48-0. Sioux City West has just 2 first downs tonight. 1 in the first half and 1 in the second half. Dodgers show a 3-4 look on defense, and a flag is thrown. A legal procedure against the offense. Bring it back 5 yards. This will make it a first and 15. I've also accounted for 10 tackles for loss tonight. This defense and offense has been awesome. Back to pass, rolling right. Quarterback will keep it and roll outside. Get back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 5 yards. Here comes a second down and 10. Second down and 10 for the Wolverines and the pistol. Lone receiver each side, split out wide, and then handing it off. Spinning. Use the spin cycle to break the line of scrimmage and get to the 21-yard line. Gain of 1. Here comes a third down and 9. Third down and 9. Sioux City West still has not completed a pass tonight. Trips left. Lone receiver right in the gun. One safety out there for the Dodgers. They send 4, and here comes the sack. No, he made his way forward. Almost a sack, but the quarterback just scrambled his way into another defensive lineman and gained a yard. Otherwise, that would have been a sack. 4th down and 8, and Sioux City West will concede the punt, or at least show their punting formation, possibly fake it and go for it. Dodgers did that once tonight, and they ended up converting to get the first down with Grant Williams. 48-0, 3 minutes and 30 seconds remain. Oh! And past the line of scrimmage, there's going to be a false start. Encroachment against the defense. Here comes a gain of 5. And now Sioux City West will make another sub. It looks like they'll be going for it. And yeah, here comes their offense out onto the field. 4th and 3 situation, ball on the 27-yard line. On offense, going left to right. If your radio dial, trips right. Handoff and a tackle for loss. And who's the Dodger there? A Dodger I'm unfamiliar with the jersey number, the number 52, Mason Liska makes the tackle. And makes a tackle for loss even. Tackle for loss number 11 tonight for this Dodger defense. 2 minutes, 45 seconds remain. Clock is winding down. In continuous clock, it's 48-0. And the Dodgers have brought out some substitutions. They have kept Noah Daniel on the field the last offensive drive, and they'll take him out for this play. And Dodgers are without a left tackle. Got to get out there. There you go. The pistol. Doubles right and handing off. It looked like some miscommunication from that last play on offense, but still got to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Comes a 2nd down and 10. And I'm a big fan of this. I'm happy that these subs come out. They're going to get an opportunity in continuous clock, I guess, but still to play at least a full quarter of football at the varsity level against the varsity defense. Pistol, doubles right. Handoff to the number 28, moving forward, lowering the shoulder on the carry that time for the Dodgers, Tyler Jaklowski. Gain of 5 brings a 3rd down and 5. Ball is on the 19-yard line on the Sioux City West side. Dodgers make their way to the red zone again. 1 minute, 15 seconds remain. In the pistol. Doubles right. Lone receiver left. Handoff up the gut and runs into some bodies. Might have a gain of 1. And yeah, just a gain of 1 yard. Here comes a 4th and 4. The 18-yard line. 50 seconds remain in the 4th quarter. 3rd quarter. Soon to be 4th quarter. It looks like Dodgers will be going for it, or at least lining up to go for it. Maybe they'll just put on a hard count. We will see. An approachment on the defense would make for an automatic 1st down. To the pistol. Doubles right. Power set. Lone receiver left. And a little bit of a muff snap. Quarterback just going to keep it. Try to make worth of it. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And a gain of nothing from there. Looks like a Wolverine is down who is there on the tackle. I don't have the numbers, but I'll let you know as soon as I do. It looks like he just was rattled there, and they'll send the training staff out. Braden Reimers was playing that substitution quarterback position tonight for the Dodgers, who had that last carry. And the injured defensive player does get up. It's the number 32, Travis Davis. It looks like he'll be okay. He's walking up and off the field, and he doesn't need any help to get off. 4 seconds remain in the 3rd quarter. And Now they'll resume the game clock. And we've come to a close at the end of the third quarter. It's 48-0. We'll take a break and start up the fourth in just a little bit. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, how long do you want?
Just do a minute.
All righty. I'm going to leave the mic on.
All right.
20. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
It all comes down to this. You've been listening to Dodger Football on 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the fourth quarter.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. We are back to the fourth quarter. Let's do this thing. Sioux City West, 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Going to scramble with the quarterback. Justice has a gain of 6, and hurry up offense. They want to score and get within 35. Here's another quarterback scramble, drawing it up, and he'll have a first down. Just the third first down of the night for this Wolverine offense. We are in continuous clock. It's 48-0 Dodgers lead. 11 minutes remain as we just began the fourth quarter. It's been all Dodgers tonight on this 2-hour road trip. Wolverines come out in the gun, doubles on each side. Dodgers rush 6 and can't get there in time. They throw the quick slant over to the number 4, Talon Manning, and they'll be dropped. Here comes a 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Again, tune in to the Hy-Vee Coaches Corner tomorrow morning. It's every single Saturday morning, airing at 9 a.m. on Sunny 99.7 and yourfortdodge.com. At halftime, you heard one of the interviews we'll be playing during the show, as I gave you a sneak peek. Lexi Astor was the halftime interview. We'll be talking with Coach Mosier about the Dodger game from tonight, talking with Coach Dillon of the St. Edmund Gales. Never say never again. Last time I checked, it was 30-8 in the second quarter. It would be quite the comeback if they could come back, but their season may be over after tonight. But I will be talking with him. Also be talking with Coach Salat of the St. Edmund Gales cross country team, and also Coach Corey Peterman of the Fort Dodge Stags, or the Fort Dodge Gazelles, rather, the rugby program for the girls. Here we go. A 3rd down and long. Fires it to a streak route past the 50-yard line and deflected there by the number 2 of the Dodger defense. It's deflected by Jordan Lesmeyer. Comes a 4th and long. And there is a flag on the field. It's near where the left tackle is standing. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Again, they didn't say specifically what it was. And it was thrown near the left tackle. So you can make a few guesses. Again, I didn't get specifics and I didn't see what happened there. Legal hands to the face. Maybe roughing the passer. I didn't see any of that, though. Here we go. Fake the screen and throw it deep. Nice deflection by the Dodger defense. On the deflection that time was the number 27. That is Michael Kintai. Under 9 minutes to go. It's 48-0. 2nd down and 10 on the 45-yard line. Back to the pistol. H-back in the set. Doubles right. One is lined in and a lone receiver left. Inside zone tackled. Back to the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle was the number 40. That's Quantez Jordan. 8.5 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Dodgers still lead 48-0. To the gun. Doubles each side. And they fake the wide receiver screen, launch it deep, catch is made. That's the first reception of the night for the Wolverines offense. And a big gainer of 30, make that 40 yards. Catch made by Taylon Manning. Ran a streak route after a pump fake to the wide receiver screen. Here comes a first down and 10. Ball is on the 14-yard line in the Dodger red zone. Trips left, lone receiver right, and rolling left is the quarterback. Justice fires, and deflected. Was that caught? That was caught. So the Dodgers had it slip right through their hands, almost getting an interception. Was the 23, Tavon Feely, but it went right through his hands and ended up being caught by the number 4, Taylon Manning. And that's one of those scenarios where I think Coach would tell you just to swat it down. Ended up being caught after the deflection. Good for a 14-yard flag route. And they'll go for 2, a quick slant, and they will throw a flag towards the intended receiver, and this may be defensive holding. Again, they just say penalty on defense. Well, that will replay the 2-point conversion attempt. And they'll come out in the power wing, pistol look, and 2 Dodgers are there to sandwich the tailback. And coming off the field, it's 48-6. 7 minutes, 23 seconds remain in this one. And we'll take a break and resume after this. 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
Okay, how long do you want?
Let's do a minute.
Alrighty. Gonna leave the mic on. $20. $10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rejoin.
It all comes down to this. You've been listening to Dodger Football on 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now back to the fourth quarter.
.92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. Yes, we are in the fourth quarter. It's 48-6. Sioux City West just came away with their first touchdown of the game. 14-yard flag route to Manning. Ended up getting the score. Here's a return now from Drew Moritz. He'll take it to the 34-yard line off the kickoff return. Boy, it's been a long time since we've seen a kickoff return for the Dodgers. Dodgers will take the field on offense in just a moment. Moving from left to right on your radio dial. Before I resume, a thank you to our sponsors. Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center,
Flooring America Design Center, Loffers Weilers, Archibald Electric, Adventure Staffing, Plum Supply, Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Iowa Outdoor Store, Jane Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, Community Health Center, TKG Holdings, and Bemrick Electric and Telephone. Quarterback draw, he's going to bounce outside. Reimers will get to the 40-yard line. Here is a gain of 7. Second down and 3 is coming up, and another injury is on the field. Sioux City West has an injury. It was the man that was in on the gang tackle. And again, I don't see the numbers. I'll let you know as soon as I see them. And by the way, if you're a fan of football, support the Iowa Central Tritons football team tomorrow. 11 o'clock kickoff at Dodgers Stadium. They'll be taking on Butler Community College. Can't make it there in person. I'll be on call on Triton Nation's YouTube channel, but I highly suggest you go out to support the Iowa Central Tritons. With it being the Hall of Fame game, there you'll get to see some new inductees to the Iowa Central Triton Hall of Fame. Players, coaches, trainers, and more to be inducted, and other staff members too. The injured player was the number 21. He just got up to his own power. Jackson DeBont looks like he's going to be okay. He's walking out off the field without any help. And here we go. Resuming play. Dodgers in the gun. Power set. Direct snap to the quarterback. Looking to run. Nice juke move. Whoa! Powered a man down. Dodgers sideline is loving it. Truck him over. There is a flag thrown. What is this flag on? Let's see. Is it after the play's over? Late hit on the defense. Late hit on the defense. Tack on another 15 yards. And to be honest, wow, I didn't even recognize that was a late hit. With how hard Braden Reimer, the substitution quarterback, is running in this game, he's plowing through these guys. How could that be a late hit? Usually, quarterback takes a pretty nasty shot in that scenario, but that time around, no. 5:45 remains in the fourth quarter. Dodgers lead 48-6. Back to the gun. Fullback to the weak side. Doubles right, and they'll call the play dead. I'm assuming it's a false start on the offense. As approachment on the defense. They're not going to give the Dodgers a free shot downfield. Man. Okay. Gain another 5 yards. 1st and 5 to the 35-yard line on the Sioux City West side. Back to the gun. Power back. Doubles right. They'll call the play dead again. See the call here. Legal procedure against the offense. Now they'll lose the 5 yards they gained a moment ago. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Twins right. In the gun. And faking the run. Firing downfield. Beautiful throw. Oh, and the receiver just can't locate it. Intended receiver on that play was the number 11, Justin Krog. That was a great throw from Reimers. Under 5 minutes to go. It's 48-6. Dodgers lead on the road. Four minutes, 30 seconds remain. To the gun, doubles right, lone receiver left. And a muff snap. Oh, and it's hard to tell who jumped on it that time. You got a dog pile at the 45. And Sioux City West recovers the fumble. And that's probably their best play of the night, recovering the fumble from the muff snap. 1st and 10, Wolverines. Three minutes, 45 seconds remain. Sioux City West brings out a new quarterback, number 16. Taking the field is Turner Joy. In the gun, fakes it left, fires downfield, looking up, and intended receiver was the number 32, and it was about 7 yards too deep. Travis Davis was the receiver. 3 minutes and 15 seconds remain. Second down and 10 from the 45. Pistol, doubles left. Inside handoff. And loss of yards. 12th tackle for loss tonight. On the tackle was 56 of the Dodgers. That's Nathan Taylor. Here comes a 3rd down and 12. From the 43-yard line, Sioux City West ball, moving into Dodger territory. And zig route, incomplete pass. Comes a 4th and 12. Two minutes remain. Clock winding down. In the gun, trips left, rolling left, and fires deep and dropped. In the hands and dropped by Taylon Manning. 1st and 10 Dodgers. On the 43-yard line of the Wolverine side with just a minute and a half remaining. They can just wind it out here. They might put together one more series with the subs they've had in. Let's see what they line up in. And they do line up not in victory formation, but in the pistol. Doubles right, one receiver left, and a power back to the weak side of the field. Handoff, 28, moving forward, gain of 7 yards. Big gain of 7 yards. That is Tyler Jaklowski on the carry. Here comes a 2nd down and 2 on the 36-yard line. To the pistol, doubles right, lone receiver left. A handoff, looking for a blocker, brought down, and that's going to be a horse collar. It's going to be called against the number 44, Tyson Belden. Give him another 15 yards at the end of that run. Sets the Dodgers up. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Back in the red zone. 15 seconds remain. Handoff again, Jaklowski. And swallowed up that time around. 10 seconds remain. And it appears that'll be the final play of the game. 48-6 is your final. We're going to take a break, and
touch on the touchdowns in just a little bit for your Dodger post-game report. That's coming up next. 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com.
All right. How long do you want?
Let's just do 1 minute.
All right. We can do that.
So I can get out of here because I got a long trip back.
Yep. I was going to say, at least it's straight down Highway 20.
Yeah.
$30. Leaving the mic on. I gotta do costume stuff tonight. 20. Oh, 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open.
That's the game. Time to wrap it up. You've been listening to Dodger Football on 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Now for closing remarks, stats, and more, here's Hank Ambrose.
92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com. Hank Ambrose with you to close out the broadcast tonight. 48-6 is your final score. Let's just run through the touchdowns. Drayshawn Ross got the very first one, a 5-yard rushing touchdown from a direct snap. We also saw a 29-yard passing touchdown off of a deep post route. For 29 yards sent to Ty Adams. Also saw a 50-yard pick six from Grant Williams. This is all in the first half. Noah Daniel had a 50-yard rushing touchdown and a 2-yard rushing touchdown after Drayshawn Ross set him up after he rushed for 58 yards on that previous play. In the second half, we saw a pick six on the opening play made by Jesse Egley, and then we saw a 5-yard receiving touchdown from the end around for Malachi Pettigrew. And the only touchdown we saw for over on the Sioux City West side was made by Mr. Manning, a 14-yard flag route. Final score 48-6. Dodgers dominate on the road. We were in continuous clock after the first play was over and were the rest of the way through in the second half. Dodgers have one more game in the regular season, and it's next week, taking on Spencer at home, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:45 pregame show. I'll be on call on the same station you are listening to right now. Otherwise, what a really nice night for the Fort Dodge Dodgers. Utter dominance. It's one of those things that it was a mismatch for sure. Dodgers a much better football team. They outcoached Sioux City West, and the most important part, they executed tonight, and they should be happy on their ride home. 48-6 is the final score. If you are headed home and listening to this, safe travels home. And make sure you tune into the Hy-Vee Coach's Corner tomorrow morning on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. That will begin at 9 a.m. Before I go, a big thank you to Kelly Heinen for producing the broadcast and putting me on air. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do it all season long. And thank you to our sponsors of the broadcast as well. Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Loffers Weilers, Archibald Electric, Adventure Staffing, Plum Supply, Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, the Iowa Outdoor Store, Jane Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, Community Health Center, TKG Holdings, and Bemrick Electric and Telephone. Thank you very much for sponsoring the broadcast, not just tonight, but all season long. And that'll be it for me tonight in the booth. Again, safe travels home. Have a very fun weekend. Till next time, I'm Hank Ambrose for Dodger Sports, 92 Rock, yourfortdodge.com.
This has been Dodger Football on your
Okay,
home
give me
for
just a
Fort Dodge
second.
Sports, 92 Rock, and yourfortdodge.com. Dodger Football is an exclusive presentation of Alpha Media Sports.
All right, sir. We are out.
All right. Thank you very much, Kelly. Appreciate you.
Yep. Have a good night. Safe travels home.
Yep. Thank you. You have a good weekend. See you later.
Yep. You too. Good night.
Yep. Good night. Bye-bye.